Hey, bitch.
Let's go!
Let's go.
Thanks for joining us. The NBA Cup is underway. This is Game 2, and things will only get more intense from this point forward. Brian Anderson here, joined by Grant Hill, Tim Legler, and our reporter, Ali LaForce. And let's take a look now at some numbers for Jimmy Butler.
And he's had a rough past 5 games. He's had trouble finding his offensive rhythm and just hasn't been as effective as he'd like to be on that end. But this is something all players go through, and I'm sure he'll fight his way back.
Let's take a look at our starters for the Golden State Warriors. Butler and Draymond with the 3 and the 4. Curry and Pons pairing up in the backcourt. And it's Horford in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Spurs, Fox at the 1 with Cassie at the 2. Then there's Wembanyama, then it's MP, and it's Champagnie at the 4. And both of these teams off to a good start, winning their first games in the NBA Cup.
And tonight is a huge one in this group. Remember, the first tiebreaker is head-to-head. So if you can get out to a 2-0 start, plus have the tiebreaker, you're in business.
I gotta say, the NBA Cup and its additional layer of excitement here early in the NBA season has really ramped up the stakes. I mean, this season, we even have MP laying down the decree. He's going to take his team all the way to the NBA Cup Finals and secure the title.
Each and every Cup game this season is going to be even more exciting, I think, than last year. Just look at the TV ratings on Cup games, and that tells the story. Fans love added intrigue and have throwing MP's stellar talent and his self-proclaimed quest for the Cup. And everyone is tuning in.
Now here's Podziemski. As far as his production, he's averaging about 8 points per game. The shot by Butler, no good. The Spurs have gone 1 for 3 so far. Outside for Green. The three is up. Hits the trifecta.
Well, if Green is taking quick shots like that, it speaks to how confident he is.
And Fox has got the ball here for the Spurs. And Grant, offensively, Wemby has a lot of different options. Talk about his game.
Well, put simply, we've never seen a 7-footer with this array of skills. He's an efficient shooter from anywhere, and the length to just about ignore defenders. I mean, he's got it all.
Well, he led his teammate and hit him in stride. You really can't do it any better than that.
And it's Hernandez missing.
Yeah, just a little off his game this quarter. He's trying to work his way into a rhythm.
Here's Green. And a great assist by Butler as that one goes. Green's got 7 points in the game.
As those are the kind of buckets that will get Draymond going. He relishes finishing through contact.
From deep, MP. Pure from three-point range.
After missing his first 4 shots, he finally gets one to drop.
Outside Butler. Back to Curry. There's the triple. Drills it from deep.
And that's the competitive fire Steph Curry plays with. You just knew he was going to have an answer there.
MP outside from the arc. And San Antonio hits again from deep.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thank you, guys. The Warriors are trying to maximize what Steph Curry has left. Coach Kerr said, quote, "We're watching Steph as one of the greatest artists of all time in his twilight. What can we do to give him the best chance to perform, to make the game easier for him?" That's what they are. EA, back to you.
Looking to stay in the mix. Allie, thank you.
There were questions about Wembanyama's strength coming into the league. No problem with the contact here.
And it's the Warriors with the ball. Victory eluded them last time in San Antonio when they faced the Spurs.
They lost the battle of the second units the last time these teams played and lost the game.
Oh, what a play by Jimmy Butler.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
That is a quality look. You can't do it much better than that.
And here's a timeout from Mitch Johnson. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Spurs with some changes. Vassell, he's checked in for MP. And it's Johnson in for Castle. And the Warriors will go with a different look here. Post's checked in for Horford. Santos comes in for Green. Moody's checked in for Butler. And it's Melton in for Podziemski. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. And last season, the Warriors had their most success playing a small ball lineup, Grant.
Well, they more than held their own on the backboards in defending the paint. But you knew they'd look to add some size this summer. Wow! Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Okay, I see it. That's your point guard getting it.
Wembanyama. Pass to Johnson. From behind the arc. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
Taking 2 shots.
That one's off. A big group substitution here for San Antonio. Cornette's checked in for Victor Wembanyama. Olynyk comes in for Champagnie. Castle's checked in for Johnson. And it's Harper in for De'Aaron Fox. Jimmy Butler's checked in for the Warriors. And he sinks the second. 44 seconds left in the opening quarter. Castle outside. Cornette sets a screen to the paint. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Nice decision by Castle. I mean, this guy is a great teammate.
Pass to post. 19 seconds left in the first. Here's Butler. Drops in the layup for 2.
And they may have talked about shot selection.
Spurs making a change here. MP's checked in. Santos is checked in for the Warriors. Spencer comes in for Curry. Castle at the 2 with the cell at the 3. Luke Cornette out there with MP. And it's Harper in at the point. That's the San Antonio 5. The Warriors have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Butler with the bucket.
And Butler making that look far easier than it actually is, showing you great body control.
Tim, when you talk about Jimmy Butler, just how hard of a worker is this guy?
Oh, he's just exceptional. That gritty style of play is what makes him so respected, BA. And as we know, he has a way of rising to the occasion. Well, he's a guy they look to go to, and now you see why.
Pass to Spencer. Back to Melton. Here's Spencer. Outside Butler. 6 to shoot. Fires from the line. Vassell with the rebound.
Well, he's certainly more than capable of hitting that shot, but somehow, even with no defense, he came away empty.
Back to MP. Takes a 3. Again, MP missing.
Started out strong for three-point land. Hit 2 in the first quarter, but he's gone dry since.
Pass to Melton. Outside Moody. From outside the arc. Rebound by San Antonio. Fresh off a win against the Warriors.
They were allowed to ramp up their offense as the defense they faced was barely present.
Yeah, they didn't play down to the level of their opponent. That's not an easy thing to pull off, but they certainly were focused in this one.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for San Antonio?
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
And another thing they've done consistently well is attack the paint. They have stayed aggressive under the hoop and gotten high percentage looks.
Look at who's out there now for San Antonio. Wembanyama comes in for Cornette, and De'Aaron Fox is subbed in for Harper. And a new group getting ready for the Warriors. Al Horford's checked in for Santos. Green comes in for Moody. Pajimski's checked in for Melton. And it's Curry in for Spencer.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hey guys, Jimmy Butler is the complete package. Coach Steve Kerr said he's an amazing player. The skill, the strength, the ability to get to the line. His passing connects the game. And in the end, it goes beyond that. Just his presence out there. He's a lion. He's a force. Brian, back to you.
One of the best. All right, Allie, thanks for the report. And here's a timeout from Mitch Johnson. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys. Maybe alter some of the game plan. Cornett's checked in for Kessler. The Warriors also with us up. Moody's checked in for Jimmy Butler. All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling into the story. What do you got, Shams?
Thanks. Well, this new three-point era started with Stephen Curry, and it's really in the last decade that we're seeing the long-distance game extend to the center position. You look at the list of recent champions, it seems it's also not a luxury, but a necessity to have a paint presence who can also stretch the floor from deep.
A nightmare to contain. All right, Shams, appreciate the report. And so it's Golden State with it. San Antonio getting their last shot to go. Yep, count it.
Good passing to set that up. Teamwork on display.
For San Antonio, they've gotten only 2 of 8 field goals to go in the second. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Warriors. Here's a look at the current NBA Cup standings for you. Right in the middle of group play.
Yeah, and at this juncture, you can't win the NBA Cup. But you can certainly lose it. Lots of teams are close to being eliminated. This is just such a fun competition.
Johnson, he's checked in for San Antonio. Golden State has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. And a deep 3 from Curry. Oh, Curry stretching the limits. Wow, what a shot.
Well, there is no distance outside of Curry's range. That makes him one of the most difficult covers in the history of this league.
Picking up right where he left off. Hit 2 triples in the first quarter. Now he gets another to fall.
There's 45 seconds left in the first half. And here's Horford for 3. Rebound San Antonio.
Well, the defense should consider themselves lucky there because he's not usually one to miss those kinds of looks.
The Warriors have gotten 5 of their first 11 shots to fall here in the second quarter. All alone. And all around the rim that time before dropping.
Nice to have a big man you can count on to hit that shot. Makes the offense much more diverse.
Fox surveying the D. MP outside. Curry with a steal. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. The Warriors on top, up by 2. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break.
And we thank you for joining us at halftime. The Golden State Warriors are in a closely contested game.
This is where your ball movement really helps you. Against this defense, you cannot afford to just be stagnant.
Kenny, that's a good game plan.
That's it, Chet? That's your full analysis?
Okay, good game plan for Kenneth.
Okay. Ooh, it's time to bring out those power rankings. Steve's gotten off to a good start this season.
Well, I think for the Warriors, fresh out the gates, they've already established themselves as one of the teams to beat.
That is certainly reflected in their ranking here, a team to be reckoned with. That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. MP really making a difference here.
Through 2 quarters of play, he's been an excellent source of points.
Well, I expect they're going to continue to lean on him as we continue in this game. Why not? The way he's playing right now offensively.
Here's Pajemski. On the floor for the Warriors. Curry and Pods tearing up in the backcourt. Butler and Draymond are the 3 and the 4. And it's Horford in at the center, locking down the middle. Spurs trail by 5. And here's MP from outside. Pajemski grabs the board.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
Offensive rebound. Butler right to the heart.
And Butler just making so many winning plays right now, including outworking everybody on the glass.
Here's MP. And MP throws it down.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. The Warriors lead by 5. When you watch De'Aaron Fox, is there anything that sticks out to you, Grant?
Well, B.A., this league has the best athletes in the world, and Fox looks like maybe the quickest guy out there on most nights. His change in direction is especially elite.
Third quarter off to a great start offensively. That's 3 of their first 4 they've made.
And here's the timeout from Mitch Johnson now. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. All right, with this brief pause, let's take a look at the league's best passing teams. Second, the Warriors.
The passing on this team is very strong. They really move the ball, and you can see it in the assist numbers.
The Spurs shooting the rock well at 46%. Pass to MP. 3-pointer. Second chance effort. Oh, too easy for Wemby. Nice finish.
Yeah, terrific follow-through for Wembanyama, proving he has a good head on his shoulders.
Curry finds Horford. The kick out. Curry drops in the 3. Curry's got 12 points.
Whatever they said at halftime, it is working. They look super confident out there.
Castle outside. Pass to Hernandez. The 3. And stolen by Green. In transition, here come the Warriors. Curry, no good. MP inside. Butler covering. Wembanyama hammers it down.
And he'll spend some time on the perimeter, but at his core, Wembanyama is best inside.
MP against Curry. Curry with another miss.
And the defense gets bailed out by the miss. He usually converts that.
And that one drops. And now it's just a 4-point Warrior lead.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Pass to Butler. Horford outside. And here's Pajemski. Launches a 3. Nails it from 3. Pajemski's got his second bucket on the night.
Slow reaction from the D, and it cost him 3.
Castle outside with his first shot attempt. Yes! And a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got 3 assists now in this one. Outside Pajemski. Horford for 3. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. And Legs is someone who has seen some of the great perimeter defenders over the years. Who's the best you've ever seen?
Well, the best defense, Brian, I ever played against were those mid-90s Bulls teams when you had to go up against Jordan and Pippen on either wing. And then more modern-day players like Drew Holiday, even a guy like Tony Allen when he was in Memphis, they stand out to me as well.
First team all-defense, Tony Allen.
Year in, year out, a nightmare to go up against.
And the first one at the line is good.
Yeah, and you know, for a guy like MP, it's really about earning a reputation early in your career and getting others to notice your game.
He does not get the second one. And Wembanyama gets it to go.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Curry passes to Butler. Butler unfazed.
Well, they're winning this game in large part due to how efficient he's been, and it's why they'll continue to go to him.
The Spurs making the switch here. Vassell's checked in. And Golden State also making a switch. Payton. And Fox has got the ball here for the San Antonio Spurs. 4-point game, and after this one, they're at home against Sacramento, and they'll be right in the middle of a 5-game homestand. Luke Cornett out there with Kelly Olynyk, and it's MP, then there's Devin Vassell, and it's Fox in at the 1. That's who's in the game for the Spurs. And here are the Warriors now, following that last 3-pointer by San Antonio. Moody from outside. Rebound by San Antonio. Cornett's got 4 rebounds now.
And they're winning this game despite his difficulties at the offensive end.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Their hot shooting from long distance has been the key. Spacing the floor and rising up with that confidence.
And something else I've liked has been their ball movement. Always finding the open guy with a better look. That is team basketball.
That one drops. He ties it up. Off on that one, so he goes 1 out of 2 at the line.
Well, they had a chance to take the lead, but at least he tied it up.
Moody. The rebound by the Spurs. Seems like this offense is being executed the way it was designed.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach couldn't be happier with the results.
Wow, MP just explodes off the floor. What an athlete.
And we played through about a minute here in the 4th. Pass to Santos. Outside Butler. To shoot. And it's blocked. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Champagny, he's checked in for Olynyk. Stephen Curry, he's checked in for the Warriors. San Antonio leading. We've gone about a minute and a half into this 4th quarter. From deep, MP. The rebound by Melton. The Warriors have gone 0 for 3 in this 4th. Not good. Outside Curry. Jacks up a 3. Curry slashing one down from 3.
That's 5 threes for him tonight and his 3rd of the half.
Fox outside. MP outside. Fires the 3. Booyah! He sinks the triple.
Oh, so competitive. MP with the response 3. This guy is all about winning.
Here's Curry. Now Butler. Outside Curry from downtown. And Curry with the answer.
He hit a couple from range in the first half, but now his confidence is through the roof.
Timeout called Mitch Johnson. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. Wembanyama comes in for Cornette, and Castle subbed in for Vassell. And the Warriors making a change here. And so it's Fox with it. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. They trail by 1. MP pushing through the contact inside. MP.
He's putting on a show this quarter, and the team's feeding off his energy.
Golden State has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the fourth. Butler outside, shoots a 3, buries it from outside.
And when the game is tight, Jimmy Butler finds a way.
Castle, oh, the stuff.
Yeah, this kid Castle loves having the ball in these spots. He wants to be the guy to hit the big one.
The Warriors have got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter. Curry against MP. Green gets up and powers it down.
Well, Draymond is always looking for the best option out there, and that time he found it.
For San Antonio, they've gotten 5 of 6 shots to go in the fourth. Book it! It goes!
Big time stuff by MP, playing well beyond his years.
Golden State has gotten 3 threes to fall out of 4 attempts here in the fourth. Oh, Curry just weaving his way through traffic. Still knocks it in.
Everybody in the building knew Curry was the guy on that trip, and he still delivered. You're talking about one of the most clutch players we have ever seen.
San Antonio trailing here. On the wing, Fox. Butler covering. Outside Fox. Screen on Butler. Now MP. Just 5 to shoot. Can't hit it. Takes the contact and delivers. Jimmy Butler.
Oh, Jimmy Butler, as clutch as they come.
Castle outside. Here's MP. Jacks up a 3. The putback.
No fear in this young man. We're already getting a sense of Wembanyama's killer instinct.
MP against Curry. Curry from inside.
Now that's one to remember. What an impact on the game.
What a big-time shot. Those are the moments you dream about as a kid.
Curry with a steal. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Second personal foul. First team.
He drops the first one, and that puts him up 5. And so it's Mitch Johnson here.